change. A lot of you know me, some of you don't, the guests, but I've been part of Toastmasters for a little while now, showing up on a regular basis. Well, lately, for a period of weeks, maybe even a month, I haven't been showing up to the meetings for good reason. I've had a lot of changes going on in my life lately, mainly at work, and I've had a little trouble adapting to that change. I took a week off of work and kind of got back to myself. I was able to think about what my goals were, how Toastmasters makes me feel better about myself, how it gives me more confidence to stand up and speak in front of others, and how I know I'm still doing a good job in my career and what I do. I've been part of the Department of Water Resources for 20 years now. I've been performing safety function within the department for about 8 years now, and full-time safety engineer for 4 of those years. Recently, we just hired a bunch of new safety professionals and one within our division. So it's been kind of a change. And it's been a change in a way that people have different points of view. So somebody comes in, people think differently than you do. You have to try to think and try to change and try to agree somewhat. So with those different points of view, it's very difficult sometimes to then move forward. Some people are more self-serving than others and don't care about people as a whole. And in the safety world, the way I was trained, the way I was brought up, the way I was raised by my parents, who were both school teachers, were that you treat everybody as equals. You treat each other with respect, no matter what. So I've had trouble adjusting to that with different people that kind of think different along those lines. But I realize you just got to let that go, do your job the best you can, and get through it. A good example of that is 16 years ago, I went through a divorce. It was sudden to me. I was away from home for about 3 weeks, working with the department, working up in the mountains, performing an excavation job to clear a waterway for the water master up in the Susanville area. Well, as that occurred, the second week into the job, I got a call from my wife saying, I'm leaving you after 9 years of marriage. I'm dropping your daughter off with your parents, and I'm not coming back. And that was it. And I didn't even realize there was a problem. She said I was gone too much for work. I wasn't there for her, and she needed a change. It took me a period of years to get through that. It was very hard on me. And it was very hard to adapt, but I had my daughter with me. I raised my daughter. My daughter's now married. She's a school teacher now. She's doing very well. And I wouldn't have it every other way. My point is, every day we have changes that occur. We have changes that hurt. We have changes that are hard. But somehow, some way, we have to adapt, get through them, and carry on with life. And that's just the way it is. And it's been very difficult. It's been hard for me not to be part of Toastmasters, but I had to go away for a little bit. I had to get my mind together, and I had to find myself again. So I encourage anybody, if you're having a struggle in life, or you're having a struggle at work, or things just aren't going right, just take time to think. I mean, for example, yesterday wasn't the greatest day for me. On the way into work, I pull off the highway up to a stop sign off a ramp. There was 1,500 feet of clear view for pulling off the highway to the stop sign. I'm sitting there with my left blinker on, trying to make a left-hand turn. All of a sudden, someone plows into the back, just like that. Thank goodness the gal wasn't injured. I wasn't injured. Her car was pretty messed up. My pickup hardly had a scratch. It hit the receiver hitch, so there was no damage to my large truck. But it shook her up, it shook me up, and it made me think how fragile life is and how things can change in an instant. On the way home from Sacramento yesterday, I saw a car accident with 2 vehicles hit head on. as they pushed me to the shoulder, I was within 5 feet of both vehicles, as they were cutting the top off the vehicles and putting the sheets on the people inside. If I gotta leave anything with this, live every day to its fullest, enjoy life, adapt, change, and that's all I gotta say.